Welcome to our channel where we dive into the darkest corners of the human mind. Tonight we bring you 3 terrifying stories that will send shivers down your spine. Each narrative has been carefully selected, drawn from those chilling moments where the ordinary twists into the terrifying. So find a comfortable spot. Perhaps dim the lights if you dare. Turn off the lights, sit back and prepare to be scared. What you're about to hear is a testament to the unknown, a reminder that some doors are best left unopened. Our story takes us to a remote cabin in the woods where a group of friends encountered something they could never explain. It was supposed to be a weekend getaway for Liam, Chloe, Ben and Maya. The cabin was old, nestled deep within a dense pine forest. An unsettling quiet hung in the air from the moment they arrived. As darkness fell, a different atmosphere began to creep in. Liam mentioned a shadow he thought he saw dart past the hallway entrance. As the second night descended, the occurrences became more pronounced. Ben volunteered to check the attic, armed with a heavy flashlight. Later that evening, the whispers started. They didn't wait for morning, scrambling in the dark, grabbing only their keys and phones, and burst out of the cabin. Next, we delve into the tale of a haunted mirror that reveals more than just a reflection. Sarah bought an antique mirror at an estate sale. It had a dark wood frame with intricate carvings. At first, it was just a beautiful object. Then oddities began. She'd catch flickers of movement in the reflection. She dismissed it as stress. One evening, she saw a faint, translucent figure behind her. Objects on her vanity table moved. She had nightmares of being trapped inside the mirror. Determined, she sat in front of the mirror. The reflection's eyes were filled with sadness. It traced the outline of its face. Sarah carried the mirror to the basement. Chapter 3: The Whispering Shadows. This account comes from Mark, a university student who moved into an old partitioned Victorian house with a group of friends. Their rooms were on the top floor, an attic conversion with sloping ceilings and oddly shaped nooks where shadows seemed to gather. Mark's room was the largest, but also the one with the most unsettling angles. It began with faint murmurs, almost too low to be discernible, that he'd hear when his room was quiet. He'd pause, listen, but the sounds would fade. The whispers, however, didn't stop. They grew more persistent. They seemed to emanate from the darkest corners of his room. He started to make out what sounded like hushed, sibilant voices, too many to count. Mark tried everything to dispel the phenomenon. He played music, left the lights on, even bought a white noise machine, but the whispers would always find a way to cut through. One particularly harrowing night, the whispers became unusually clear. Amidst the usual cacophony, a single, distinct female voice rose above the others, clear as day, and whispered, "He's still here." Mark froze, pen dropping from his hand. The air in the room grew icily cold. He stared at the shadowed alcove, his heart pounding in his chest. Mark began researching the history of the house. He discovered that their building had a grim past. Almost a century ago, a man had murdered his wife in the very attic space that now constituted their floor. Mark couldn't stay in that room any longer. He broke his lease, opting to sleep on a friend's couch until he could find a new place. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. From the isolated dread of a haunted cabin to the disturbing reflections in an antique mirror and the chilling secrets whispered by the shadows themselves, each tale touches upon a primal fear. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more terrifying tales. Share your own thoughts or similar experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Until next time, stay safe and sleep with one eye open. Good night.